Kalina, just so you know a little bit about her, she's attending Cal State Fullerton. She was diagnosed in July of 2014. She's currently in remission. She's a survivor of Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she's going to be our first guest speaker of the night. So I'm going to give the stage up to Kalina Campion.
Hi. So exactly 1 year ago, I got the phone call that confirmed I had cancer. And it was definitely surreal. And a few months earlier, in May of 2014, I had noticed a lump on my neck, and I just didn't think anything of it. And in early July, I had a needle biopsy that was inconclusive, and then I had another biopsy that confirmed my fears. And I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I was a little scared, but kind of excited in a weird way, because I knew God was going to do great things with me through my pain. So yeah, I play music with my sister in our band called Rocky's Revival, and as a songwriter, connecting with people is really important to me, and this journey has allowed me to connect with a lot of people who have experienced some of the realities of living with cancer. And so after a bone marrow biopsy and pulmonary and cardiac tests and fertility treatments to make sure I'll have kids someday, I started chemotherapy in August and finished in December. It was definitely the hardest trial I've ever been through. I had treatment every other week, and after each treatment, I just couldn't get off the couch for a couple days, and then I would slowly start to feel better, and then the whole process would start over again. So I went into cancer with a positive attitude, but the anticipation of having my body shut down every other week became physically and emotionally exhausting. And by December, I was wiped out. Everything about my body wasn't working the way it was supposed to. I'm an energetic and optimistic person, but I felt depressed and hopeless, and I had no energy. And without hair, eyelashes, or eyebrows, it's hard to feel like a confident girl. I had my last treatment December 2nd, but it wasn't the victorious moment like it is in the movies. I was glad to be done with chemotherapy, but I had a whole new set of mental and emotional problems. And as I was at my lowest point, I decided to apply for some scholarships to help pay for medical bills in college, and Cancer for College was obviously one of the places I applied. And so, yeah, to set myself apart from other applicants, I snuck a CD in there. Definitely the best decision I made. And about a month later, I got a call from Greg, and I was in class at the time, so he left a voicemail saying he was from Cancer for College and he had something to talk to me about. And I was thinking, yay, maybe I got a scholarship. And when I called back, he said, hey, so this phone call has nothing to do with the scholarship. I just wanted to talk to you about your music. And definitely not what I expected, but I was just happy that he listened to our CD. And he told me how much he loved it, and he passed it along, to one of my musical heroes, Andrew McMahon. And I was so excited. And I would have been happy if that would have been the end of the phone call, but it only got better. Greg asked if we would play at the Desert Smash event, and so we ended up opening up for Lifehouse and Tasha Bedingfield and Justin Bieber. It was pretty surreal. So at that point, I was feeling a little better, and I started to pull out of my depression. And Cancer for College had also given me something to look forward to. They really gave me hope. And their support really helped me feel like myself again. And Desert Smash was my favorite show I've ever played. So since then, I've felt better and better and more like myself in these past couple months as the effects of chemotherapy wear off. And I would say I'm about 90% back to my old self again. And a couple weeks ago, I got an email from Greg again, seeing if I was available for a phone call. And when he called, he said he wanted to patch someone in. And it was Andrew McMahon, and I freaked out, and it was just amazing. And Andrew told me he was a big fan of my music, and I was so shocked and honored, and I think I just said no, like, I'm a big fan of your music. And so after he was just complimenting me, he offered me the Dear Jack Scholarship, and I just didn't know what to say. I was so overwhelmed with joy, and I was with a friend at the time I got the phone call. And for about 20 minutes afterwards, I was just in shock, and I just kept saying, I don't know what just happened. I was just so excited. So Cancer for College has done more for me than they know. Not only have they given me great musical opportunities and are helping me pay for college, they really gave me hope in a time where I didn't have any. And they gave me something to look forward to when I was stuck looking in the past. I don't know where I would be or what I would do without their encouragement and support. I'm so honored to be here, and I can't thank Cancer for College, Greg, and Andrew McMahon enough, so thank you.